Hi, and welcome. My name is Linda Lyon. I'm the Executive Director of Palo Alto Partners in Education, PiE, and here's some information about our grants for teachers and staff. Who can apply for our grants? Teachers, principals, community members, parent groups, as long as there's a PAUSD staff member who's participating in the project and does the application. Whether it's a teacher or staff or principal or a community member, you can apply. Things to note. We want detail. Please put in as much as possible in your application. We don't fund iPods, iPads, Chromebooks, most types of computer equipment, nor do we fund furniture or consumables that are going to be used just in the first year. We usually do not fund professional development, though if you have a unique request, you can apply anyway and we'd consider it. But we likely would not fund professional development since the district tends to fund that. We do favor projects that integrate several departments, that use curriculum development that's more than their regular interdepartmental planning, special equipment, and seed projects. We really like to see projects expand. Details. We love details. This is a competitive process. We have a committee who meets and reviews the applications. The more details in the application, the better an idea we get of what the project consists of. Who will it benefit? Why is it valuable? How will you implement it? What's innovative about your project? When will you know if it's successful? Include as much because that'll add color. Since we're looking at paper applications and we don't usually interview the applicants, we really need to see as much as possible in the application. What do we want? Collaboration, whether it's between teachers, between classes, between levels, between schools. The more that you can put into how it can spread around the district, the better. We want sparks of innovation and creativity. We'd love to see projects that are the start of something new. If you've always wanted to try something and never felt you had a chance unless you had some funding, this is the opportunity. Something that has long-term sustainability. If we're buying equipment, we'd love to see it used for many years. Projects that can be replicated. If it's a great idea and a new best practice, then we want to see other schools adopt it as well. Some past successful projects. Here are some examples. In elementary, we funded elementary music realigned to STEAM curriculum. This was done at 2 elementary schools. We helped fund equipment, and they created curriculum around this. Sewing machines and ice makers for the home ec classes in middle school. Video cameras for middle school. Again, specialized equipment that they wouldn't be able to purchase otherwise. Marine biology underwater robots, something fun and really expands what they can do in the classroom. One example of a consumable that we did fund is column scroll paintings in high school. We funded the purchase of the paints and the supplies and the canvas, but once the project's done, they can be hung year after year, so it has a longer term lifespan. Another example of a creative partnership and curriculum development is comedy performance with TheaterWorks. A high school theater department partnered with the creative writing department and is bringing in TheaterWorks to create comedy performance curriculum together in the first year. So some of the funding is paid to TheaterWorks for their consulting. But then in future years, the school has that curriculum, so they only need to contract with TheaterWorks for 1 year, and they'll have a longer lifespan again with this curriculum that they've created together. Some projects that were not successful and did not get awarded, things that only need consumables. Like if there's an art project and all it is the paper that's needed, that's not going to pass our qualifications. Partnerships that have ongoing fees. Let's say this theater work project I just spoke about had an ongoing need where year after year we'd have to pay TheaterWorks to do the project. That would not be attractive to us. Furniture. As innovative as some furniture is and as helpful as it can be, it's not something that we look at funding. If it helps too few students or if it needs funding annually to continue being able to be done, we really want to seed something this year and have it continue on for future years. Funding guidelines. We don't set the amount that we are going to fund for a particular project, nor do we always know in advance what our pool of money is going to be that we can give out. It completely depends on our fundraising success. Projects tend to range from $1,000 to $3,000 for individual projects, and collaborative projects can range from $5,000 to $15,000. You can apply for less, you can apply for more. Really, we evaluate the project on its own merits, and so if it's over and above those amounts, use these as guidelines, but if it's a really innovative project, I encourage you to apply for it. Applications open in December, they close in February. We review them in March and then come back with additional questions as needed, so decisions are made by early April. We transfer the funds to the business office in May. So any purchases that are made can happen after the business office gets their money. Please don't apply for a grant and start purchasing items before it's been awarded. We can't guarantee that we're going to give you a grant in advance, so we don't want you to get into trouble by purchasing things that we are not going to reimburse for. But the timing is set up so that these grants and projects will start in the next school year, but it allows for planning and purchasing to happen over the summer months as needed. All this information is on our website, and if you have any questions, please contact us at piegrants@papie.org. Thank you so much. Please apply and good luck.